All right, give me a second. Well, hey again, at least. What is this? I see. Well, good day again today. I think this is the first time ever I streamed twice in the same day. But yeah, give me 1 second. I had some food, been with my kid and wife a bit. So we're gonna do 2 hours now and then I'm done for today. Play one game. Good day, my friend. Another stream. Yeah, let me actually. So what I would like to do actually to even just get this whole thing put to production, even though it's undone, because I don't really care. But it's gonna be a bit difficult because of. Um, yeah, it's gonna be very painful now, but that's what it is. Okay, those are the staged ones. So this is accept current change creator. No. Wait a minute. No, not really. No. So it's the incoming change here. Leo, good. Hey again, my friend. Accept incoming change. I suppose. I hope. Worst case, we'll figure it out. So let's do that, right? Continue, I suppose. Yeah. Creator, location, organizer. Yeah, I suppose so, right? Let me just solve this. This is a bit boring, guys. Yeah, I almost said, yeah, I'm not used to streaming at this hour, as you know, right? So it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit strange for sure. Actually, this is the least relevant thing. I don't give a shit about that, right? So let's just solve it either way. I don't care. Okay, is there more? Ah, there's more. Give me 1 second. Just the tiny boring stuff. We need to solve those merge requests because it's becoming a bit difficult. Is there more shit? Okay, continue. Okay. Yeah, exactly, right? I see. Okay. 1 sec. Create meetup, right? So yeah, this is, yeah, that kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's just do it like this, right? Yeah, so we'll need to, it's okay, right? I'm sure we're gonna be fine, right? It's okay. It's just, it's kind of, yeah, shouldn't have allowed this to happen, but that's what it is, right? So we need to go through the Spain now, and give me 1 second. So create meetup tags, summary, transaction, organizer ID. What about the tags though? Yeah, right. Okay. Which one is this controller? Okay. So much crap, man. But that's what it is. That's how it is. Okay, good. Router. Yeah, let's see. Continue. There's more, it seems. Okay. Give me a second. Get meetup. Shit. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oof. All right. So, yeah, what is to say? Let's see if anything still works in the context of this feature. Let's see what happened. Yeah, exactly. So that's the problem, right? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. That's not good at all. Shit. Okay. Got it. Sure. So I think we might be good, but we might need to fix up some of the stuff. So I think it's okay for the most part, I guess. So I'll need to. Yeah, we did mess up a few things during this merge conflict, right? Let me just double check a few things. Meetup events, meetup cover photos. Yeah, so that's all good for the most part. Yeah, so I think it's kind of fine. I'll just do this merge conflicts and we'll see. We'll now test locally. So we will push this to production just because I don't really care if it's not finished. We are finishing this within next few. I see, right? So it is a slog, yeah. Yep. Pretty much, yes, that's correct. Yes. Just check the UI here. All right, so I guess over here, join meetup, meetups, join. So let's kind of just I'll just kind of take a look at this slug join. So here we have a slug join, right? That doesn't seem quite right. Was this a slug actually? Yeah, so that is a slug. Okay, so that's actually correct. All right, let's see. Okay, so we need to double check that. Then what do we have? Get meetup. Get latest meetup event. Get meetups. Get meetup. It is slug. Yes. All right. Well, screw it. Let's just continue kind of resolving them, and then we'll do. So we for sure want this. We for sure want this. We for sure want this. No question about that. Yeah, this I'm unclear, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna figure it in a second. Yeah, I actually don't care much about this. This is easy, so let's just do this. Are you tired? No, not at all. I just wanna finish this feature, right? So I'm more focused. I'm not. If I was tired, I wouldn't be streaming, right? It's just unless there's some questions, some interesting discussions, there's no point doing anything but coding, right? So no, absolutely not. Not tired at all. Just want to get this done. Want to get this done. That's pretty much all. All right. So well, we resolved the we resolved the conflicts, right? Now the question is, does anything still works, right, in the front end, right? So we'll need to test this now a bit. So obviously we can get the meetup. Can we actually get the meetups? We can. Let's try. So let's go and see what we broke. I'm sure that some stuff didn't go really well, right? So let's say testing if stuff still works after the merge. What? Did you see the poll posted? No, I did not. No, I'm going to take a look at it right away. Let me just see what the fuck is happening here. What's happening? What the hell happened? What did we mess up here? It says UI related though. Create meetup. What? Cover image. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at that cover image. Yeah. Yeah, but this is not required, so I don't think that this is an actual issue. Let's take a look at that. Form data state. Error null. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Why are we failing validation now, though? It's a bit. Where's my freaking use form? How did I implement this back long ago? Set AJV errors. I suppose we can print it here. Yeah, that's what I assumed, right? But it's strange, right? I mean, this should only be required if, yes, like, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. So that's a bit strange, right? We don't have it as a required thing, right? So, yeah, very interesting. And we could kind of do this conditionally, though. All right, let's use the robot. Can you make the cover image to have a format of URI only if the cover image value actually exists? In simple words, currently I don't require this field to exist, but it's still throwing an error if the value is missing due to a format URI validator. Yeah, so this is what we want, right? So beautiful. That's great, right? This is really what we want. Numinex, my friend. Well, I promised to be streaming again today, so there you go, buddy. This is the response. This is the response. This is body, right? So we want to update this bad boy. So what did we just do? Well, we're saying here in the AJV, right? Cover image if the type string here, right? Then format URI, then enforce the, right? All right, cool. So let's try this again. That's actually good that we got it. Country, whatever. Are we still getting it though? Jesus fucking Christ, man. And what, like the value has to be null or some shit? Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Wait a minute. Value can be an empty string, which is okay. I don't think that this. Yes, sir. Good day, man. I don't want to handle this in the application code. All right, well, we're not going to then waste time with this. We'll just remove this format for now. I don't have the time for that. Actually, we might even have some validators for this custom one that we built anyway, but it doesn't really matter. Let's leave those edge cases for another time. Like right now, we just want to make sure that this actually works, right? So let's do this, that, this, create. Yeah, okay. So did we make it? Meetup not found. Yeah. Okay. I think this is another thing that let's try. Lorem ipsum is a cool. Lorem ipsum is a cool. Okay. So that works. Let's try to create an event. Let's see if we broke this. Did we break the event creation during the merge? We'll also need to improve this date and time, but we'll do that as well. Address, meetup on site, let's say remote. Let's say Google, we have 22 spots. All right, that failed. Let's see, that's probably what we messed up. Okay, so let's go create meetup event. Yeah, that's a horrible name. All right, so body. Okay, let's go to event form. Exactly, right? So what we actually want to do. Yasir, thank you very much for coming by, dude. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so it actually did manage to do it now. That's great. Okay, that's also great. Let's see. Does this still work? Beautiful. Can we edit things? Yeah, so we have that little validation problem. It's okay. Yeah, attending. Can I attend the event? Yeah, that also works. Great. Okay, so for the most part, it's fine, right? Okay, great. So now let's actually take a look at this because I would like to kind of get this to production. So some of you guys who are watching me for a long time, we can start clicking around and stuff, slowly testing and breaking stuff. The thing is, we need to write a few more migrations, right? So we created meetup event photos, meetup tags, right? So which tables do we actually create? Give me a second. So we have meetup let's go to model, right? So we have meetup tags, meetup event photos, right? That's what we have. So we have meetup event attendees as well, right? But did we? Yeah. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's automate this, of course, with the ChatGPT. Clearly, we're not. Okay, so let's go. So let's go to shit. So yeah, so let's get over here and let's prime. No, it's not yet. No, I need to finalize something. I'll let you know in a second. Okay, so given this sequelize model and this existing migration file as an example, let's find something. Generate the following migrations as well. What did we have? So we have, let's fold everything. So we have meetup event photos. So what else do we have, and what are we actually using? So we have meetup cover photos. That's what I just gave it, right? We have meetup event. Are we using those attendees for something? Of course we are, right? And where is this thing? Meetup attendees. Yeah. Also for those. Thank you very much, everybody, for the follows. All right, so while it's generating that, let's do this, right? So let's kind of, so meetup event photo. So let's get over here. Let's say sequelize. Yeah. It seems that we already have the photos here, right? So give me a second. Meetup event photos. Where is it? Migrations. Yeah. So we have the event photos. That's good. So meetup event photos. We have meetup cover photos. So we're gonna do this. And then let's grab this bad boy here. Let's go over here and let's just replace. Let's see what it did. Meetup cover photos. Yeah, I think that's good for the most part, but we will test this in a moment. We can't obviously rely on meetup event photos. Meetup event photos, we can leave that one out because we didn't implement that yet. Meetup cover photos, that's what we implemented, right? What is this meetup cover photos? Meetup, no. Yeah, meetup, shit, man, what did I do there? So we have meetup. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to answer your question in a moment. Meetup cover photos. Meetup event photos. That's strange that we actually have this one. Meetup cover photos. Cover photos. Meetup event photos. Why is it? Why did it duplicate it? I don't get it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, meetup event attendees. I'll get to you that on that in a moment. Let me just I need to focus on this. This is pretty painful. That's correct. Yes. Give me 1 second. I just need to focus. Meetup event organizers. So let's grab this one as well. I need to review it. Meetup event organizers. That's also correct. Yes. Beautiful. I think we should have them all now. So we have meetup event, cover photos, event photos. We're not using that one. Members, meetup members. Meetup members. Did we generate that one already? Yeah, I don't think we did. Yeah. So we're going to do that now as well. Meetup members. Oh yeah, so sorry, I do have meetup members, right? Meetup members, yeah. For this model too. I will answer every single statement and question in a second, don't worry. Wait, what did I want to do? Shit, I lost it. Yeah. Yeah. So this is indeed meetup members, okay? Yeah. I think this is correct for the most part, yes. Let's see if I go to this meta table that holds which migrations were run. Meetup event photos and meetup tag, they were ran, right? So technically, if we go now ahead and nuke the rest of the, actually let's nuke all of the tables. So let's also nuke these two from here. We need to make sure that this is going to work, right? So we have no meetup tables created there. Then we're going to drop this as well, because I think we are missing the meetup migration as well, right? Let's see. If we go to migrations, yeah. Yeah, we're missing the meetup as well. So that's as well what we have to do. So because this is important that we do now, because I want to push this production, and we need to make sure, right, that we don't break the production, because it will fail if this fails, right? And create it for a meetup itself as well. Generally, I mean, the proper way to do this would be to actually do this first. So you see how I'm just forcing Sequelize in development to do this for me. But technically, it would be more accurate and easier. Then I wouldn't end up needing to do this, right? So if I did this initially properly, right? So whenever you need a new table in Sequelize, you would actually generate this migration, then fill it up, and then run the migration locally. But I'm not doing it that way, which obviously leads me, right, to needing to do this, right? Which is obviously more error prone, right, than if I did it gradually, right? If we try running those migrations, they will most likely fail. I have no doubts about that. Let's just see what do they fail with. Yeah, relation meetup does not exist, right? And that's because I think we need to we need to generate them in a specific order, right? And that's the problem, right? Let's see. So basically we need to, yeah, let's do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'll grab those timestamps and I'll just swap them around, right? So we need to create the meetup first. So what I'm gonna do, I will just swap this timestamp, I guess. That should work, right? So I just say create this cover photos or whatever, and then we'll fiddle with it a bit, right? So I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna, I don't actually know if that's gonna make any difference, but let's see. Yeah, great. Yeah, so the problem is, I guess, that we're trying to create this one before we create a meetup, right? Yeah, we're creating, okay, so yeah, I see, okay. So we need to, I'm gonna take this one and ensure that this one gets created first, right? And then I'm gonna create this timestamp and I'll create meetup, right? And then I'll ensure that then this happens, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, well, it almost did something. Let's see what the fuck happened. I see. We need to turn all these in CJS, right? Because of the way that I built this before. Yeah. Let's take a look now at this Sequelize method table. Did we actually create anything? No. Let's try that again. Meetup event does not exist. Okay, fair enough, right? So now we're kind of falling, you could say, in a concurrency type of an issue. So we need, what is it saying? Meetup event, right? And where is the meetup event? Okay, so we didn't also create meetup event, right? Yeah, so that's another one that we're missing, right? So let's do that quickly. So if we get over here, we have meetup event, right? So let's do it like this. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, I did give it a wrong thing. I almost started. So yeah, so and now we need to update the timestamps. Thank you very much, everybody, for the follows and stuff. Then we need to update the timestamps somehow, right? Why is it better? Can you be more specific? Why is it better? Meetup events. Why the fuck didn't it do it? Like, why is it doing this crap, man? Like, seriously, why would it omit values here? Sometimes, like, yeah, this is the only, if I would be an asshole to complain about ChatGPT ever, right? I would just complain about those completely stupid and primitive things. Like, why did it write 2 values and not all of them? It's really like ridiculous. I don't get it. Ah, okay, because it didn't have the values. Okay, I'm an actual asshole. Sure, sure, sure. I'm an actual asshole. It's okay. It's me. Okay. Sure, sure, sure. It's me. It's okay. Abdi, good day, my friend. I'm very good. How are you? Thank you, everybody, for your follows. Somebody asked about why am I not using MJS, and they claimed it's better. Can you, again, I asked, why is it better? That's, sorry, but that's not the answer, right? That's not the answer. You asked me why I'm not using it, and you said it's better. Well, if you can't say that it's why is it better, then it's not better, isn't it? We can, of course, get into this discussion, and we will in a second, right? But as an engineer, you have to be more pragmatic and more explanatory instead of saying my professor told me. What if I tell you that it's not better? How are you going to then make that distinction? Is it better or not? What if I tell you that it's not better and your teacher told you it's better? So is it better or not? Right? So again, you have to be careful, right? Because again, it might or might not be better. That we can now skip that point. That's now besides the point, right? But 3 minutes ago, you were quite confident that it was better, the thing that you suggested, right? Well, yeah, but 3 minutes ago, I mean, your initial question was, where is the question? No, it's okay. I'm not, it's fine, right? It doesn't really matter what's better, right? It's just, you know, programming is not about who said what. It's about being pragmatic and researching stuff. You said it's better for imports and all that, right? Now you're saying it's not better. It's just more. But why does it matter if it's more modern? You can go to definitions either way. That makes no difference at all. In both ways, you can command click on whatever you want, right? Okay, let me just finalize this. Well, the thing is, I rarely debate things, right? I'm here and I write code, and a lot of people come here and they have claims, and I respect that. That's why I stream. I love hearing your opinions, right? But the reason why I laugh and why I always smile when I code on this stream is that a lot of you come with a lot of ideas and opinions, right? But rarely any of you actually can support them by any claims, right? It's like when people come and ask, why don't you write Rust or this or that? But then I asked, well, you know, what did you write in Rust? And then they disappear, right? the thing is, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, right? So first and foremost, this is not really an opinion based. There isn't such thing. Which extension is better? There's no such thing. There's no such thing as one extension being better than other. Extensions play no role in programming whatsoever, right? You can see here that for me, I have this type module set here. And this prevents me or allows me to not say MJS, but to use JS. If I didn't have this type module in here, then I would have to use MJS, but there's no significance in it, and there's no literally difference. So that's why if this file was called dot piece of shit, you would still make your compiler and say it, if the file ends with dot POS, right? You know, read it like this. So there's no such thing as a better file extension. That makes absolutely no sense, right? How can an extension be better, right? It's just some sort of identifier of a file. So when you run it against some binary, it knows what it is, right? So it cannot be better or worse, right? And certainly writing 3 characters instead of 2 characters, if you want to argue that way, isn't better. Why would writing MJS or CJS be easier than writing JS? Well, it can't be, right? So there's no such thing as better. It's either functionally different or it's not, and it's not, right? It's the same system. It's just a different extension. I'm obviously using the native import and export system, right? So right, so better and worse in the programming context, whenever you use those words, you have to be very careful about that, right? Because what does it better or worse mean, right? Anyway, I need to focus for 5 minutes. Please, just give me 5 minutes here. I need to focus now. One moment. So I need to create a meetup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Generate 8 time stamps for me. Like this one. Starting from now. I need to update my migration files so the timestamp are correct and they are executed in a specific order. This is completely shitty now. Okay, so let's see. That's great. This is exactly what I want, right? So what is it? So first I want to create a meetup, right? So that's the first entity, the meetup, right? And then I want to create a meetup event, right? So that the next one I want to create is the meetup event, I guess, or the meetup tag. Yeah, the tag itself maybe first, right? No, shit. I guess I want to create a tag next one, right? And then I want to create a then I want to migrate the event, right? And then maybe meetup organizer. Thank you everybody for your follows, guys. Meetup organizers was supposed to be this one, no? Organizers, yeah. And then the next one, I guess meetup members. And then yeah, I guess I could do this one, right? Then lastly, the attendees, right? All right, let's try running those migrations again. Okay, so it already exists. Beautiful. Let's nuke what we already created here. Let's just remove some of those tables that we already have. Refresh. What do we have? We have. Do we actually have? Yeah, we have a meetup. So let's drop that. And then let's try running this again. Meetup does not exist. Meetup event photos. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. So this one should be the last one, right? Wait, one more. And let me then read the questions after this. Just 1 second. Meetup event photos. Yeah. All right. We create some. I'm going to read the questions in a moment, guys. Give me a second here. All right. Shit, we need to create the enums as well. Fuck. Public enum meetup event type does not exist. We'll need to do this. Okay, let me just read the questions quickly and then we're going to continue. All right, so I'm sorry for neglecting them. That's a statement. Yeah, I'm not sure. What does this mean? Why are you putting those numbers? I'm putting them because they're timestamps. I need those migration files to execute in a specific order. Need to create the meetup and blah, blah, blah. This is just something that you would rarely ever end up doing, but I did it because I didn't run those migrations in time, right? So you will never almost need to do this crap, right? Okay, so let's give this guy here and then let's create a migration for this. How much time do you invest into work? I mean, I work regularly here in Denmark, 37 hours a week. Rest of the time I'm with my family, kid and wife, and I do this for fun, this project. I just do it, yeah. So I don't invest that much, honestly, I guess. Mostly I invest it at work, right? That's pretty much it, right? And then this I do when I find to be, when I have nothing better to do, I do this. If I had somewhere else to be now, other than with my wife and kid, I would be there pretty much. Yeah, shit. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll need to probably create this. It's not an event handler. No, nothing to do with this. Those are migration files. Those are going to create tables or alter the existing tables when I execute this in production, for example. Those are files that are going to run when I push this to production. They're going to create those missing tables pretty much. My pleasure. Yeah, and then this crap, right, should contain that, right? Give me 1 second, model. Yeah, like, yeah, if I was doing this in time properly, right, then this crap I wouldn't need to do, right? So that's now the problem, right? but that it's okay, right? It's just this stuff generally you can avoid needing to do if you do it right in time, right? And I didn't do it, hence now I need to deal with this crap in this way, right? Well, generally, like as you're developing, when you create a new table, you create it by creating. That's the philosophy. When you're creating new tables with Sequelize, you create them by generating this migration file by default, right? And if I did that properly, then I would naturally end up in a state where my my models are synced on both ends, right? So this is not the way that I did it is not the right. Well, I wouldn't say the right way or the wrong way, but it's certainly not the proper way, right? In that sense, where because you see me now past 20 minutes, I'm writing migration files, and that's not the best pattern, right? This is now very error prone because I've created for this meetup feature like 10 new tables, but I haven't been thinking that I'll need to push this to production and stuff like that, right? So this is definitely not the way to do it, right? But it's okay, right? It's just saying you can do this better, right? Beautiful. Okay, so we're getting there. We're pretty much getting there. So let's do do it exactly like this, just with what is this location type, right? So if I actually go over here, we have location types, and then we're not using ORM. No, we're writing SQL manually. In one of the Node.js APIs we're using Knex.js, but most of our queries are written for BigQuery because we don't have much stuff in SQL. We're using BigQuery as a data warehouse, right? So for the most part, yeah. What did I want to do? Oh yeah. But yeah, we're not using yeah, so we have the event type now as well. I think oh, okay, what? So the thing is, right, this really depends on what type of product you have, right? I definitely think that ORM helps a lot, especially if your I think that's it. I think ORM helps a lot, especially if your API is like programmer network API, pretty generic, pretty simple, which most APIs are anyway, right? And they should be, right? So I think ORM helps a lot, right? But it's not a mandatory thing, right? The good thing with ORMs is that you kind of get the ability to also write raw queries when needed, but when you don't need it, which is most of the time, then right. But then also contrary, right? If you're building a huge warehouse, right? Like if you're building an API that interfaces with BigQuery or let's say Snowflake or something like that, then in those circumstances, queries are really complex for the most part, and writing, using an ORM is mostly useless, right? You can't really search for articles yet, and the main reason for that is the main reason why you can't is that there isn't enough of articles yet. Hence, I didn't just implement it yet, right? That's honestly the main reason, right? And I honestly am seeing so far some of the stuff. I'm not quite positive that too many people will be writing articles, but we'll see. I need to basically continue doing more, and then maybe that's gonna change. Already exists. How do I actually remove an enum? That's a good question, isn't it? We don't actually have any views, do we? Query. I mean, writing a good article, right, requires patience, requires time, right, etc., etc. So it's so right. It's not. WebSockets, of course. Sock.js, Socket.io. How do you find a good article? Well, depending who the article is for, right? I think a good article is the article that's concise, clear, and that teaches something, right? And of course, now you have to define who's your target group, and then what are you trying to teach, right? Or it doesn't have to be a tutorial per se. It can also be just something personal that you want to share, right? The biggest problem is it's very hard, right? Yeah, I mean the thing is, right? The thing is that's the problem, right? A lot of people never start doing anything because they think that the way to start has to be perfect, right? I mean, writing articles as well is writing articles as well, right? Sometimes you need to write few of the shitty ones to write the good ones, right? But yeah, I mean, if most articles are useless, right? Because they really don't convey anything that you can't find already. That's the problem, right? A lot of articles are just something that you can that someone went and like if you go to DevTO and those platforms, most of those articles are someone found that another article and wrote the same in their own words, right? I think you'll find articles that suggest anything, right? That's why, I mean, if you have learned anything from this stream, that's that you can find anything and everything that suggests everything, right? So it's just it doesn't matter what some random article suggests, right? You can always find the contrary to that, right? What the fuck is happening, man? Ah, actually, the port is probably not correct, right? No, it is correct. We're binding to that 5432, right? Yeah. All right, never mind. How do we drop the type? Drop type, right? Yeah, drop type. Okay. All right. That's how. All right, cool. Then we'll probably have to drop some other types as well. Yep. So let's say here drop type. All right. Execute that as well. All right, so now we have technically, let's assume, created all that we need, right? Let's now see. I'm sure this is gonna fail in locally, right? And that's okay. We want to fix now things that actually end up failing. Yeah, you can see already something's failing, right? So let's see why and what's failing actually. Bad request. The fuck is happening now? Meetup cover image column meetup cover image doesn't exist. All right. So it seems that in the migration file, right? Yeah, exactly. So let's go to our migrations, create meetup, right? Yeah, so the issue is, right, we can already see, is that we can't use, so here should be cover underscore image. This should be organizer underscore ID, right? So let's fix all of this stuff up. So let's go through other migration things. That's correct, that's correct. Organizer, yes. Meetup ID, tag ID, beautiful. Description, start date, right? End date, event type, location type, event URL, meetup ID, organizer ID, right? Yep. Events ID, organizer ID. Right, yeah. I could have just globally searched and replaced, but doesn't matter. It's too late now. User ID. Yes, I am. Pretty much. But yeah, make sure to sign up, right? This platform is live, and so make sure that you go and sign up if you haven't already. SQL as meta, right? So let's get over here and let's get rid of a bunch of this crap, and then we'll try that again. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get rid of this. Yes, beautiful. Let's delete that. Let's close this stuff up. Let's drop those tables. Beautiful. Let's take a look at those queries we just wrote. And let's drop those two enums as well. And let's try to run the migrations again. All right, try that again. Jesus fucking Christ, man. All right, so now let's try now again. All right, still fucking failing. Beautiful. What's better than just getting that message in your face, right? Ah, I see. Meetup created ads, okay. Ah, I see what's happening. All right, it's okay. We're gonna get there. Where is that crap? Meetup. Yeah, right. That's the problem, right? I think we have. Don't we have like updated at as well, right? I guess so. I think we have both, right? Yeah. So let's not drop all of it now. Let's actually go ahead and just let's just try dropping this thing, and let's try just removing what is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Did we actually generate it? Ah, here it is. Create meetup, right? Yeah. So let's try that again. Okay, so migrated the meetup. Let's see what happens now. Ah, we're not running the API. All right, so now it's fine, right? That's great. Okay, let's see if this fails. So let's try creating it. Yeah, that's too much maybe. Country. All right, so we can create it. That's great. Good. Okay, so latest events. Something's failing there. Let's see. Message column meetup event created ad does not exist. Okay, great, right? So that's good. So pretty much what we just did, we need to do also for the event, right? So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna grab those two bad boys, right? And I'm gonna go here, and yeah, we need to just smack those two missing fields, right? So that's what we forgot there. Okay, let's now drop that meetup event, and then we'll remove it from this meta table that actually knows which those were already ran. And create event. Where is the create event? Meetup event. Yeah, meetup event. So let's get rid of that, and let's run those migrations again. Beautiful. And yeah, let's go back and try that again. So yeah, so we are actually getting now latest events. That's great. Let's actually try creating one. Try creating one. Elias, good evening, my friend. How's life? Well, actually, let's just do this and let's do 31st, whatever. Meetup on site address. Okay, so we did manage to create an event. That's great. Let's go in there. Event not found. Yeah, this is another type of issue, which I need to write that down right away, but give me a second. Let's just do that meetup event. There's something with a, let's just say test event, whatever. It seems to be something with events which have too long of a name. We can't, okay, great. Can we edit the event? Can I try doing 111 update? Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's a bit awkward though. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so we have a little issue there, but that's not a big deal at all. Okay. That's not a big deal at all. Give me a second. So let's just say test event here. Which Slack are you referring to, Leo? Because I haven't shared any Slack with you guys. Yeah, I need to update that list. I use Slack internally for my reporting and stuff, but nothing here. Actually, let's update that list. That's not really correct anymore. Ah, this is tools. Okay. Wow, that's tools. Okay. I don't know what this tools relates to really. Well, this. Laravel is nice. Why? I mean, I wouldn't mind writing that. That's pretty cool. Are we using something else? Yeah. There you go. I'm not sure what do you mean by JavaScript and 900 million plugins. Which plugins actually? What plugins are you referring to? You need to be more specific. You say JavaScript and 980. Like which plugins? Can you name 5? No, name 3. What do you think about Spring? I don't like Java because it just doesn't fit the way that I love programming languages. But clearly, Java is not a bad language, or it's good, right? Just I have no opinion. I have no experience with Java to form an opinion on it, right? As I always say, I never use it in production, so my opinion is irrelevant completely. I only share opinion on things that I've used in reality, not at home in my Hello World project. But I know people who write Spring, and I know that they're pretty happy with it. So if I'm to observe some of them, they seem pretty keen of using it. So I don't actually know, but I didn't use it, so you know I can't share any insightful thing that would make any yeah, you get what I mean, right? I haven't used it, so I can't have an opinion on it. But like any other language, it's as good or as bad as you write it. So I'm very sure that you can write shitty Java and a great Java and a shitty Haskell and a great Haskell and a shitty JavaScript and a good JavaScript, right? So it's not really about the language, it's more about how you use it, right? So you can make any language feel a crap, and you can make any language feel great. So depending how good you are, right? But why do you say that it's bad? Why would you say it's not that bad? Why would it be bad? You guys have to learn one fundamental thing, especially you younger peeps. You're getting way too influenced by those Twitter gods and those fucking assholes on YouTube and stuff like that, right? You have to understand that their job is to sell you content. And they have to create this type of environment where there are good things and bad things. So don't allow yourself to get influenced by those assholes, right? Because their job is to just talk crap, right? Their job isn't to teach you anything really and stuff like that. Their job is to get traction, views, clicks, engagement and stuff like that, because when you click on that shitty video, somebody watches a commercial and then they make money off of you watching it, right? So why, I mean, even the way that you responded, like, feels that you, for some reason, think that it's not that bad, actually. Why would it be bad, right? Because some Twitter, YouTube fucking god said it, right? Like, most of those people don't even write code. They just sit on YouTube, record shitty videos, and talk crap. That's pretty much what they do most of the day. So why would it be bad, man? Just build things and put them in front of your people, friends, whatever. That's all that matters. Don't get influenced by what some asshole says, right? Even what I say, don't get influenced by that, right? There are two types of people. People who build things and people who don't build things. And that's the only difference. If you're not building anything, then who cares what you know and what you like? It's meaningless, right? Who cares, man? Give me 1 second. Linkin Park. Wow, that's the music of my youth. So it seems that this crap, for the most part, works, right? Linkin Park, yeah. Okay, so yeah. It's not just youngsters, man. It's very hard to stay rational today. Programming is hard, right? Programming is not easy, right? And then if you're new to it, of course that you're learning from the seniors, right? Like all of us did, right? You know, you find people that you think that you can trust, and then you base your opinions based on what they say, which is also normal, right? This is how knowledge is transferred for centuries in humanity. The problem is that today, those people that influence you, their goal isn't necessarily for you to learn. Their goal is for you to watch, to consume, to come back, to talk crap, right? Because if any of those YouTubers wanted to teach you something, they would just tell you that it doesn't really matter, right? What you write, or what language you use. Only thing that matters is that you learn, that you build and stuff like that. But that doesn't really fit the content creation schema, because that's why you have Rust content creators. You have, just like you have, when you watch TV, this is the best metaphor to describe those types of content creators is this. When you watch news reporters are supposed to be objective to the core. Their absolute obsession should be the truth and objectivity. But you even have news reporters who put themselves to the left or right leaning. It's like, dude, you're a fucking news reporter, man. You're supposed to cover news objectively, not from the left, right, or any other perspective. So it's the same with those content creators. If the guy is streaming Rust, it's clearly that he's going to say that Rust is the best, because that's what puts bread on his table. If the guy is playing World of Warcraft, of course he's going to tell you how great that game is, because he fucking makes a living off of that. So that's how it works. It's super simple, right? There's no, you don't need So I'm just saying, yeah, be careful about how you consume all of this crap, because it's ridiculous. God help me. Again, as I said many times at this stream, Leo, I don't blame any of you, of your new generation, right? Because you guys are a victim of too much content. And that is the paradox, that if somebody told me that I'm gonna genuinely witness, I would say that they're crazy. You guys are just the victims of too much stuff, right? Again, when I was learning to program, when I was very young, you would get a book, you would buy this book, on some fair, or get it from your friend or whatever, or some older guy, and that's all that you had. So it's not that those books were great, it's just that you had no other options. And being limited in those options genuinely helped one, because this is what you have. Either learn from it or you're fucked, right? Today, you guys have so many options that it's so hard for any of you to actually focus, right? Because you can learn programming for free, actually. Like, you don't even have to, look, you're watching me now code, and for basically nothing, right? It's free, right? So right? So that's the problem. And then you can go watch 500 other people as well, and so it's ridiculous, right? It's very difficult for you guys, right? It's pretty hard, right? Useful commit message. Beautiful. I like that. Profile. What the fuck, man? Wow, okay. Actually, don't know what the hell happened here, but let's see. Maybe I fixed that in one of the next commits. Yeah, that feels sets automatic tab. I'll have to fix that in a moment as well, but it's okay. So let's try this. What the fuck? All right, beautiful. Okay, so this is, I'm sure, gonna fail now again, because we have this crap, but it's okay. Chica, my friend, good evening. So let's see. I'm trying to push this to production, even though it's undone, because we don't care. I just want you guys to start clicking, and yeah, exactly. So this is gonna fail now, and that's a bit awkward. Let me just see what the fuck happened here. I see. All right. So I suppose the only difference is this, right? Give me 1 second. Let me put some other music here. All right, Aerosmith. Sure, we can listen to this. Definitely. Definitely. All right, beautiful. Ooh. Ooh. So something did get fucked up here, didn't it? Yeah, so I did mess something up here. Let's see, what did I mess up though? I go crazy, crazy, baby. I go crazy. Yeah, something's off here. I didn't make any emojis. No, I would never do that. Someone else did that. I don't. I think it was. It was. I don't know if you remember. Idea Maker. Give me 1 second. I go crazy, crazy, baby, crazy. Dude, what the fuck happened here, man? Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, what happened here? Seriously, man. Are you kidding me? All right, so that was it. How the hell did this crap end up there? It's beyond me. I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see. Oh, that's okay for now. All right, cool. Well, all right, great. So as always, incredibly useless commit. One second. All right. Um, let me just review this stuff. Oh, to what we've got. Got each other, and that's alright for love. You give it a shot. Oh, I'll wait it. I think the only thing that's unclear is how come that it's not a playlist, Leo. I'm just randomly playing it out of my head right now. So how come we didn't create visibility enum, right? got each other, and then. Yes, a bit strange, but let's just do this very quickly. Yeah, a bit strange, I must admit. So if we go to migrations here, thank you everybody for your follows and stuff. Appreciate it. Take my hand. That's event meetup event visibility. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, event visibility. That's interesting. How come? How come that it already exists? Who created it? All right, let's just double check that. So let's. Let's also drop that. Drop type, right? Oops. Right. Cannot drop. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do just last time before we push this to production, right? We need to be careful here. I'm gonna drop all of this crap, right? Beautiful. Then I will update our metadata table, the one that holds which migration was run when, right? So I'm gonna just all of the meetup related tables and enums I will nuke, right? Beautiful. Great. I'm gonna nuke this crap. Beautiful. And then I'll try to run those migrations again. Location type already exists. Okay, so let's drop this one. Let's kill the location type. Beautiful. Let's destroy this one. Beautiful. And let's try this again. There we go. Beautiful. Try now again. Go to the front end. This is gonna fail. Meetup not found. Correct. Testing again before pushing to prod. I'm gonna live forever. I just wanna live. It's my life. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. Just wanna live. Well, you guys are anyway only subs, so you guys are pretty much chatting anyway, right? So it wouldn't be any different, to be very frank with you, right? I mean, or to say you guys are the only annoying ones, if I can put it that way, right? You guys are the annoying ones. You and play one game. You're the annoying ones. That's just how it is, right? You know that you can't leave, right? I mean, a guy who pings me on Discord every day. When is the stream, Alex? No chance for you to leave, and you know it. All right. Time to push this crap to prod, right? So let's do this. Let's say migration files, commit, push. No, but of course, man. Thank you for chatting, right? If you guys weren't chatting, some of you, I wouldn't be streaming, right? So once people stop chatting, I'm gonna stop streaming in general, right? That's just how it is. Why would I be streaming if it's silent? Makes absolutely no sense, right? All right, well, guys, 7,000 lines of code is about to be merged. This is our feature. That's how big the meetup feature is in the API, give or take. So are we ready to merge this? I think we are. Because it's a huge API, there's a lot of crap, right? There's maybe 20 endpoints and stuff. So let's merge it, and if it fails, we're gonna revert. If it doesn't, even better, who cares? Yes, there we go. Will love you, baby. Shit. Hey there, Tlago. Fucking validation. I annoy it myself, literally. And you were told properly, yes. It's just nobody's reading my PRs except me, so that rule doesn't apply. "99% of rules that exist in programming exist because of other developers, not because of code. Because just like any other industry, code is all about collaboration. So all of the rules that you've been taught exist because of other people, not because of machines. Because machines don't give a shit about your code. They will transpile it, compile it, execute it, fail with it and stuff. But people are the ones who care about your code. So everything that you do is you do it from the empathy perspective and say, all this code that I write, some other asshole like me has to read. Code, an API, a machine, whatever, doesn't really care about your code. If it works, it's going to run. If it doesn't, it's going to fail. But so all the rules you know apply to team setting. If you're working alone, a lot of those rules no longer apply simply because you are the one. When you're at stage of the product as me here, you only care about output in the limited amount of time you have. And as you know, I only build this platform inside of the stream, and this stream and those hours are very limited, right? So that's just how it is, right? Yeah. That is how it is. I'm like 99.9% sure that the production is going to fail, and that's okay. But we'll then see what fails, and we're going to fix it. But let's see. Maybe I'm proven wrong. But yeah, the Rust compiler is different. It fixes your code for you. All right, did we break production? 99% chance we did. Yes, we did. Well, okay, it's okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Give me 1 second. My staging is my local server. I do not have staging, nor I will have staging, no. All right, so public enum meetup event type doesn't exist. Okay, that's great. Easy fix. We'll write the migration for this and push it. All good. Nothing to panic about. I just thought genuinely that we actually did this, but it's called meetup event type. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did this. So maybe we named it wrong or something. Let's take a look at that. I mean, we could alternatively try to connect directly to production database, which PG admin, and just do this. Because technically, yeah, and then we could just restart, right? So let's actually see if we can do that, right? Because I do have PN production here, right? So if but regardless of that, I'm not going to connect to production database inside of VS Code. That would not be smart at all. You definitely wouldn't want to do that, no. That's not what I wanted, but anyway, wait a minute. What's happening with, wait. Where the hell is my PG admin? Where did I open it? Here, right? All right, give me 1 second. Give me a moment here. I know why. I know why. I know why. Give me 1 second. Give me 2 seconds here. It's a firewall issue, right? $77 to $13. 192. Ah, shit, man. I forgot again. 43. 192, 43. All right. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Security in place, and it works, so that's beautiful. Okay, let's open that up. Let's go to schemas, types, right? And here it's saying, hey, you're missing a type, right? And it's saying you're missing What did it say we're missing? We're missing enum meetup event, event type. So you can see it seems to be the issue with the name, right? Because if we take a look at this fella, it should be called, I guess, event underscore type, right? I guess that's what it's, enum meetup event type, right? So this is what's complaining about, right? So we'll fix that, but we can fix it directly on this level, right? And then we'll fix the migrations as well, right? Yeah, exactly. And it's same going to be here with location type, right? Beautiful. Yeah, so that is the problem. Actually, if I go to production now, I wonder if I need to do anything. Is it going to work? Not really, right? Let's try. Okay. Yeah, so let's do one thing. I think it should be fine now. So if I rerun those jobs now again, right? That's actually super awkward. And then we'll fix this in a moment. Give me a second. Yeah. Let me just refresh this. Super strange. Yeah, exactly, right? That's good. Yeah, beautiful. Great, super. Super, okay, so if we go back to the API code, right, over here. Yeah, so you can see this has been the problem, right? We're gonna manually now do this because those migrations have actually technically ran already, so they're not gonna run again, and that's perfect, right? And then it's location, right? Underscore type, right? Same here, location type, right? Yeah, so that should be it pretty much, right? So let's say here, fix camel, and actually, let's go git checkout master first. Shit. Git checkout master, git pull, git stash pop, right? And yeah, let's do that. Fix camel case naming convention inside migrations, right? And let's actually go to shit. See now if this guy is going to be fine with it. Yeah, exactly, right? Okay. Yeah, that should be fine, yeah. And let's fix production first before we push this. Hopefully now, when this is redeployed, we should be good. And then we're going to push front end as well. Then you guys can help me break things and test starting maybe tomorrow. We can start kind of breaking meetups and figuring out what we still need to fix. So yeah, so that's why I wanted to just push it out there, and then, you know, starting tomorrow, which is the new week, we kind of finalize it as the week goes, and you guys find bugs, blah, 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 right? Oven's codes, good day, my friend. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Likewise, man. Likewise. Well, unfortunately, it's 6 p.m. here, so not too many hours, and then Monday starts. But yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Let's see. Ah, shit. Okay, we're back. We're back up, guys. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we fixed. So meetups are technically there. Now let's head off to our beautiful front end. Yeah, so let's go to GitHub and let's smack that fella in. pull requests, meetup feature. Here it is. Beautiful. Did we solve the merge conflicts here? Yeah. Let's merge this bad boy in. Great. Now we're going to go to Cloudflare pages once we see this yellow little dot. Let's go here and let's head to our CI for the front end. Well, that's not very useful, is it? Shit. Ah, my bad. Okay. Programmer network. All right, it's building. There was one tiny thing in the front that I wanted to do, which is also lazy load, or to say dynamically load the meetup event, right? But to be able to do that, just like the other ones, right, I think it has to be a default export, right? Yeah, exactly. So let's go actually and fix that tiny little thing. My pleasure, Totem. And no worries, man. I also didn't stream. I ended up the stream and then I streamed. So this is the second time I'm streaming today because I promised some fellas. But for sure, man, like, of course, man, that's why I'm here, like to share with community and stuff. So of course, man, thank you for being here as well. I genuinely love to brainstorm things. That's why I stream. There's genuinely no other reason for me to stream than discuss interesting things, right? So thank you, man. And yeah, and then I just wanted to kind of load this also dynamically, right? So pretty much try this at least, right? Oh shit, sorry, my bad. Oops. Foji, good evening, buddy. Beautiful. Well, that's deployed to production. That's hopefully that's going to work. But let me just take a look at this thing now. So yeah, we come to meetups. We can go here. We can go to the event. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at production. So we did push this thing. Wait, I'm waiting for my service worker to tell me that there's a new version. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So now it's in production. You're honestly one of the few people I can bounce ideas off and try to help where I can hear too. Most developers I know, when I try to develop projects like this, they just... Nothing is too complex. I mean, honestly, like, to be very frank with you, programming for the most part is the easiest part of our job, right? I think the hard part of our job is exactly that: planning and figuring out what it is that you want to do and where that under quotes complexity is, right? So for example, in your case, you just might end up start using wrong protocol or whatever, right? It can be a silly thing, but some of those decisions that you have to make up front are something that define trajectory of your project. So I would always say, you know how they say, you know, measure 10 times, cut once, right? So with ChatGPT today, right? With ChatGPT today, like, it's so easy to put yourself on a position of starting well. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that you procrastinate too much. Sometimes you just have to start, and not all technical decisions you make are going to be great. Of course, that's impossible. If that was the case, then none of us would actually have jobs. But you know, today, before you start anything, do a little research. For me, for example, that's the part that I like. So in my career right now as a tech lead, the most fun part of me when I go to work is discovery phase. When I actually have to help my team figure out what is the best approach to take to go somewhere. That fulfills me the most. And then when you start building it, that's really kind of very generic in a way. You know, you literally just have to sit and write some characters to achieve it. But the time where you kind of sit and draw things out and figure out the most effective way to do it, I really love doing that. I love architecting stuff, right? It just it's so fun, right? Yeah, exactly, Totem, 100%. So I think, and it has never been so easy as today with ChatGPT to do a proper research, right? It's so amazing and it's so fun as well. So, as they say, measure 100 times, cut once, right? So this is not, this is no exception to this industry. Well, yeah, Leo, that's what I was sharing with you guys, and it's not really like that. So you have the book called Inspired, right, written by Marty Kagan. Marty Kagan is the kind of Marty Kagan is a guy that's kind of the center of. He is like the product development messiah, right? I highly advise all of you to at least get this book on Audible, right? And Marty Kagan, that same guy, he says, hey, if you're using your developers only for writing code, you're utilizing only 50% of their ability. So this is Marty, right? He was coming to, so my founders who actually were working at Trustpilot at my current company, they hired this guy to hold few workshops. So this guy came to Copenhagen literally because Trustpilot paid him. And okay, just to kind of warn you a bit. So this is not a book. So this is actually a perfect audio book because the book has super small chapters. It has like a bunch of little paragraphs. So it gives you a lot of ideas, but it's not like one chapter goes for like an hour. He just gives you those snippets of advice on how to approach the product building. And also he gives very concrete examples of, how people operated in, for example, there are a few examples from Microsoft, there are a few examples from Adobe, for example, and so he takes a very experienced companies and very effective teams, and he kind of, so this is the Bible. And there's another book called Empowered, also by Marty, right? So this is more for people who are leading teams, right? You have Empowered, so how can you build empowered teams? So how do you build a team that's empowered, the team that wants to take action, team that's self-driven, team right, team that's so those two books are the kind of Bibles of Silicon Valley, right? Whatever you call it, right? So and of course you have a book if you're into building startup, like a maybe 10 years old book now. It's called The Lean Startup, right? And if you like building products and stuff, this is a really good book as well. I was forced to read this maybe 8 years ago because I went to two technical incubators, accelerators, one Think and Mind Park. So when we were going through those accelerators, we were kind of given this book to read, right? And this is also a very good book to read on. It gives you kind of an overall picture of what it takes to build an actual business, because startup is just a company, it's a business, it's not whatever. Well, okay, so anyway, meetups are now there, and you guys can start messing around, breaking it and shit, right? It's still right. We just deployed it, but it's there, and yeah, we'll see it. We'll test it out together. So I'm actually kind of feeling a bit better now when we actually deployed it, because I don't have like 7,000 lines of code laying around anymore, right? Meetup events. And thank you very much for the follows. Is my follower only mode enabled? Can you guys chat if you don't follow me right now? because I did that on purpose. I actually feel this stream was a lot better since I enabled that, because there were no trolls and idiots coming to the stream. Well, you can, because you are obviously following me, but I don't know if people who are not following me can. But I think it is enabled. How can I check if that's enabled? I don't know. But yeah, it kind of discourages trolls and bots to come here, right? If I unfollow you, I see. Wait a minute. Okay, so it was enabled followers only. Yeah. I don't freaking know. I don't know. All right, great. So I guess this also works. It was enabled. Good. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry for some of you that that's enabled, but there's a lot of trolls on this platform and idiots, and it's just yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Meetup event, okay. Load meetup event. Okay, let's push this. That's beautiful. And let's just push those things as well. So we fix camel naming, blah blah blah. All right, so let's do a bit of questions, guys, if you have them, because I'll have to round up in like 5 minutes. I promised my wife that I'm not going to stream more than 2 hours, and I'm already streaming more than 2 hours, and I need to be with her a bit because, yeah, obviously, why? Because, yeah, and with my kid. So let me actually do one thing here. Camera. Let's do this. Let's do background blur. And give me 1 second. So let's do a little chat if you guys have something to chat about. If not, I think I actually feel that I actually feel really good of streaming now. No, I mean, it's fun, actually. The thing is, man, like, I wish that I can, you know, if this project succeeded, I would do this probably 8 hours a day if this was my full-time thing. Because in the weekends, I enjoy streaming, you know, because I'm not tired, you know, I didn't come from work. I didn't, you know, in the evenings, you know, usually when I stream, you know, every day, you know, working days, it's very tough sometimes, right? Because, you know, I come from work, then I take care of my kid, I wash him, I put him to sleep, right? So actually, right, it's quite different when I can stream on the weekends, because I'm also rested and fresh and stuff like that, right? Leo, thank you very much, my friend. Let me just switch this camera like this. Yeah. But yeah, guys, if some of you fellas don't have any comments or anything to discuss, let's maybe just round it up here. I'm gonna stream tomorrow, the regular time, 9 p.m. Copenhagen time, and then we can hang out again. Let me just close this stuff up. And then, yeah, tomorrow you guys are going to help me test the meetup feature and stuff, and we'll see what's missing, what we still have to do. I don't expect that feature to be used by many because it's a very specific thing, but I will for sure organize meetups here in Copenhagen using this platform, so I think that's going to be great. Yeah. Let's break the set. Please do. Absolutely. Well, guys, look, let's just round it up then. Thank you very much for being here. I wish you the rest great of the Sunday, whatever. Twitch chat meet on PN. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that tomorrow, Totem, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I wish you best. Stay well. Do something smart, good for yourselves. Work hard, study hard, and I'll catch you guys up tomorrow, okay? Have a great one, guys. Peace out. Cheers. All the best. Bye-bye. Bye.